Hello, all. I hope you're enjoying the book so far. We are currently on chapter 16, so let's get started. Far from finished. I ran hard without stopping, and I was breathless when I reached my front yard, panting as I tiptoed those last few feet up the porch steps. Maybe I could somehow sneak back in without being spotted. Maybe they'll be in the shower, I thought. Maybe they'll be running late. No such luck. I could see them through the front window as I approached the door. They were sitting on the couch side by side, both of them staring straight at me as I reached for the doorknob. I let myself in, my chest heaving, my face hot. I stood in the doorway. Good morning? Dad was already dressed for the day. His hair was wet, and I could see the tooth marks from his comb. Mom was in her robe. Her hair was tangled and crazy. She looked like she had the flu. Have a seat, Leah, Dad said, like he was in some work meeting. He pointed to the chair. I heard him, and I tried to move forward. I willed my feet to walk, but they wouldn't obey. It was like I was frozen in the doorway trying to catch my breath. Sit down. This time I did. I unstuck my feet and stepped forward, took a seat in a chair across from them. Then, as my breathing returned to normal, Dad yelled and yelled. Mom just sat there with her hand over her mouth, like she was trying not to yawn or trying not to cry. Maybe both, I don't know. But Dad was on fire. It was like he hadn't talked to me in a year, and now he wanted to use up all the words. He went on and on, all about how our relationship depended on trust, and I had broken that trust, and he wasn't sure what it would take to earn it back. And if they couldn't trust me, everyone's life would become much less fun. Fun, I thought? Is this what this has been? But I didn't say it. After a little while, Dad's face was all red, and Mom put a hand on his arm, and she took a turn, like they were wrestlers and she was tapping in now. She talked about how they weren't mad at me. Well, they were, but they were mostly just worried. She talked about how they were just trying to keep me safe, about how this was a scary age, 13. Lots of kids are going to be doing bad things, said Mom. We're not idiots, Leah. We remember. We're not the kind of parents who don't know what goes on. We just want you to be honest with us. We don't want you hiding and sneaking and lying. Can't we be honest? Can't we be friends? Then she paused, as if she expected me to actually reply to that. Okay, I tried, even though the moment didn't feel especially friendly. I was trying to think of what else I could possibly say when Dad suddenly stood up, picked up his travel mug and phone from the coffee table, and said coldly, "This is far from finished, young lady, but I need to leave." Mom looked up quickly. Paul? I'm sorry, Rach, I have a meeting I can't miss. We'll have to finish this later. If you want to stay home, you should, but I can't. But, said Mom. I'm sorry, said Dad, not sounding very sorry. Life doesn't stop because Leah decides to suddenly become a juvenile delinquent. People are counting on me. I have a job to do. Yeah, said Mom. I know that. Then she reached for her coffee mug on the table in front of her and held it tightly in both hands until the door shut with a click. I looked at the mug. It read, "I'd rather be smashing the patriarchy." Then I glanced up at Mom. Her face was angry, but somehow I could tell that she was more pissed at Dad than she was at me. Only I wasn't sure what to do with that. So I shrugged. "Toilet paper emergency," I said. "Not funny, Leah," snapped Mom, even though it kind of was. Somewhere in my brain, beyond everything that was happening now, I wondered if she knew about the cornfield in the garage. I wondered if she knew why he was painting it. I wondered if Mom and Dad talked to each other about real things. It was hard to know exactly who was lying and exactly what about. Which was worse, a lie or a secret? "Damn it," said Mom, startling me. She took a deep breath. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Where were you, Leah? What on earth were you doing running around the streets in the middle of the night? I was at a friend's house, I said. It was the truth. Mom frowned. Does your friend have a name? Jasper, I said. I told you about her, remember? Yes, said Mom. Jasper, the new friend, the girl we still haven't met. You went swimming. You painted her room. Then she added, I need to ask, are you sleeping with her? Or maybe the two of you went to hook up with some boys together? What? Or drinking or drugs? Are you doing drugs with her? Mom, I said, I'm 13. Do you think we're stupid? We know what happens. We know what kids do. We aren't fools. Kids younger than you are out there doing... Mom, I cut her off. We were just talking. I don't sleep with anyone. I've never even kissed anyone. Jeez. And I don't do drugs. I'm not an idiot. In the middle of the night, Leah, why on earth would you sneak out for no reason when you can see your friend anytime, all day long? It just seemed fun, I said, to be out all night. Fun? Mom repeated. And what kind of parents does this girl have to be fine with you showing up randomly at that time of night? If some kid showed up here at midnight, you can bet your ass I'd be calling her mother and check in. It's complicated, I said, borrowing Jasper's words. I don't know how to explain. Try, said Mom. I want to, but try, shouted Mom suddenly, banging her cup down on the coffee table. There was a sharp crack, and the cup fell into two pieces, broken. Mom, I said, jumping up. I think she even surprised herself. Mom wasn't a yeller or a smasher, and I'm not sure I'd ever heard her shout like that in all my life. In that moment, it felt like she'd cracked, broken like the mug. We both stared at the handle in her hand and the other chunk of ceramic now fallen off the table. There was coffee everywhere. I loved that mug, she said under her breath. I did too, I said. Mom took a deep breath. Okay, Leah, let's try this again. I want you to explain. She wasn't even trying to clean up the mess. She was still clutching the handle, but there was no mug attached. It was just something to hold on to. I stood there staring down at my mother. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to do. I'd sworn to Jasper I wouldn't tell anyone about her situation, but nothing was making any sense at all. I wished I could see her right now. I wished I could tell her about this mess, ask her what to say. Mom, I tried again. I didn't do anything bad, I swear. I was just... Mom looked like she was going to cry, but she sounded angry, not sad, when she suddenly said, Give me your phone, Leah, now. I don't want you scheming with this Jasper kid again until I've had a chance to meet her and her parents. I don't have my phone on me. I forgot it when I went out. Then go get it and bring it here. And your laptop, too. To begin with, you've lost screen privileges for the foreseeable future. I'm not sure what else. So I ran to get the phone from where I'd left it beside my bed and my laptop from my desk. As I walked back to the living room, I checked the phone. 17 missed calls, one after another, all from Mom. Here, I said, setting both devices down on the dry part of the table. Mom, I'm sorry, but I swear nothing bad happened. Nothing bad is happening. Tiredly, she shook her head at me, like she was saying no to the apology and no to me and no to the broken mug and the puddle of cold coffee and everything else in the world. Go to your room, Leah. Just go to your room. I nodded and turned to head off down the hall, but I only got about halfway to my room before I stopped and looked back at my mom. She was sitting with her head in her hands now. She wasn't crying. She was frozen. And I couldn't do it. Couldn't slip away and let the room go silent. Couldn't pretend things were fine when they weren't at all. Mom, I called out. It's not fair. It's not fair for you guys to only be my parents when you're mad at me, but be ghosts the rest of the time. What? She lifted her head from her hands. There were tears in her eyes. What did you just say to me? I want you to repeat that. I couldn't stand the look on her face. It made my stomach ache. I don't know. No, she said coldly. I don't think you do know. Now go straight to your room. Okay, I said, and this time I did. I walked straight into my room and crawled into bed fully dressed. I closed my eyes and disappeared. We miss you guys.